That's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Throwing is Smith. And right away, he lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
This is fielded at the 27. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. Come out here in the eye. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he's brought down. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the 1st.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love the running game. Guys want to do that. And when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Offensive starters time, Charles, for the Washington Redskins.
Let's look at Josh Dotson, the wide receiver out of TCU. Grew up in Fort Worth. His mom works at the university as a vice president. He actually went to Wyoming first, transferred back to TCU. And, boy, is he a high flyer. Throw it up in the air, he'll go up and get it.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Back there in that Philly. Here we go.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 46 yards.
Today's receivers in the NFL, they're the complete package nowadays. We know they can run, we know they can catch, but they have those big frames now. So oftentimes they just out-physical guys downfield and go up and catch the football. And we saw a big gain as a result on that play.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And now a look at the Washington defense.
Jaworski Tartt came out of Samford University in Alabama. And he is a guy who is an absolute flash at the safety position.
Throwing on third down, Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They come out here in the eye.
Here we go.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They go back to the air here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
Justin Houston is truly one of the elite pass rushers in the league. Knows how to get to the quarterback with a variety of moves.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
But we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Time running out here on the play clock. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Back to throw, Smith. And his throw is incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. A big play there. Smith to Macklin. 65 yards. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Smith going to turn and give to Charles. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And he stopped immediately there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Not enough sense of urgency there. Play clock hits 0, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, I like your point there. Not enough sense of urgency. People walking up to the line of scrimmage, you've got to get up there and get set and be ready to go.
So it's 4th down, and the Chiefs called on their kicker, Cairo Santos, for the field goal try. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
They go back to the air here under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Johnson coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They come out here in the I.
Ready! 3.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. He'll look to throw, letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play, to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Now back to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. They come out here in the I. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd down following the run. And now they're in the hurry-up.
3, set, move 45, move 45.
To throw on second down is Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that play was vintage Derek Johnson. Made a play in the backfield. In college, he did as an outside linebacker. Used speed to get to the backfield. Now, a bulked-up inside linebacker with multiple Pro Bowls on his resume.
And they're going to speed things up here. He'll look to throw. And the grab by Croft. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And Ndamukong Suh with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, a 22. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Play clock winding down. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And he motions the wide receiver. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Their dangerous wide receiver. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go back to the air here after the INT. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. A great completion at the 41-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And the play clock's running down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to float. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Their dangerous wide receiver with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the interception by the Redskins. Dean leads to a touchdown. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions. Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. On 1st and 10, Smith. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time. But now you get to sit up here with me. Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Set, ready! Ready! Force!
Smith on third down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Really good defensive effort. They were all over there. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. Here we go with Charles. Jamal Charles stopped on fourth down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So out now come the Redskins. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Give them 11 on the game there, and that leads to a Washington first down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They'll set up to throw, and he will find his man on the outside. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch. Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
On first down, Smith. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat-out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Now it's Smith, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 3rd and 2, Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offense. Offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
No. Check. Patriot.
They come out here in the eye.
Let's go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56 now. Barney.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
Gun. They'll look to throw. And the grab by Croft. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Muscles him off. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. They're going to hurry back to the line now. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Stays on his feet. All kinds of time. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Smith on 1st down. He's got time. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for KC. And even 50 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. A 1st down carry here for Charles. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And his throw here's incomplete. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He's got it, and that makes our score 24-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And they'll run it here. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Tressway now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do.
And got his man complete. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked so
something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. 9
yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and get the first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.